Graham, Quickgrind have been very successful in the UK market of being a provider of solutions, tooling solutions, both standard but also very bespoke. Now, tell me about the Irish market. What does it actually mean to Quickgrind?
It means an awful lot to Quickgrind. The potential here is massive for us. We're just scratching the surface at the moment, but the scratching that we're doing is producing a lot of good quality business for us. The components that are getting machined across here are some really advanced parts, both in the north of Ireland and in the south. The country tends to work with a bit of a split, which is good for us. You know, there's a lot of aerospace in the north and a lot of the medical industry in the south. Both of these sectors are giving us options and giving us very, very good opportunities to produce, you know, the bespoke tooling, special tooling for the customer. You know, as you know, probably most people know that we work out with catalogues, like, you know, we like to customise a cutter for the customers. And why compromise when you can customise? And people are coming to us on that. You know, companies in Ireland are coming to us more and more and more. We work with in close connection with 5X Technologies, which is a software programming company over here. Ryan McClure, he's very, very good. He gets projects on, he comes to us. The cutters get more and more complex and difficult, but they work, and the customer's very happy with what we're doing. So it's a fantastic opportunity for us over here, and we really need to keep pushing on it. You know?
And one thing I've noticed on your stand, over here you've got a blisk. I know aerospace is quite a big market for you, but in your hand, obviously medical is obviously very big in Ireland. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about this component.
Yeah. Well, this is a medical part. I can't tell you who it's for. I'd have to kill you. But this is a medical part. It's obviously it's a knee part. We're using barrel tooling on this. That's the finish that's actually coming off the part, and as you can see and feel, it's absolutely fantastic. It's been programmed through with 5X Technologies and our barrel cutters. These are getting produced by the thousands. You know, more and more and more. The medical industry is expanding. You know, it's almost becoming a situation where at an age, I would think in the future, people are going to say it's time for a new knee, as opposed to it's when your teeth start falling out type thing. But there's a saying that goes about, like, you know, there's more people on the planet than there is aerospace. So there's a lot of these things getting produced by the thousands. Getting involved in these parts, like when you look at it, you know, you can see the complexity of the part, and it just lends itself to our type of technology, our type of strategies, and what we're actually really aiming at. And then in the aerospace side of things, you know, with the blisks, you know, with the barrel cutting, with lollipops and that, it's just fantastic for us. You know, it's a field we love to get into, and we can produce these parts. As this part sees the components line over there, there's only 5 cutters sitting over there, and it's 5 Quickgrind cutters that produce this part. So you're not going to throw loads and loads of money at it, as in tooling. The material's tough. Okay, you're going to get wear on that, but to make the part, you're not having to spend tens of thousands of pounds on it. You know, so.
And do you think that working at more into the aerospace and the medical sector, you are being challenged based on the actual, not the only cutting, but the material itself?
Oh yeah. You know, the material is advancing as well. It doesn't stay still either. You know, cutter tools advance. You know, complexity of parts advance, and there's different materials coming out to challenge us all the time. And we like to work in the tougher materials and the harder, you know, geometries, the parts that are getting manufactured. But when you look at this, this is stabilised titanium stainless. It's an alloy. It can come under your exotics and that. It's a tough material to machine. It's relatively new in the world, so next week there'll be something else comes out. You know, you never stop learning in this game. Somebody says to me, have you heard of this material? And sometimes you've got to put your hands up and say, no, you know, but tell us about it. And we know the properties of it. We know that we can machine it and get into it. So yeah, it's a big challenge for us. It's what we're reveling, you know, that is what we want to look for. We love that exotic end of the range. We don't run away from it, you know. It lights our eyes up when people are talking about that type of.
And finally, being here at a Manufacturing Solutions Ireland show, what does actually this show actually give you?
It's been fantastic for us. You know, we've had some key companies that have come on the stand already. these type of parts attract people. You know, there's no point just standing there and balancing a few cutters, because there's loads and loads of companies manufacture solid carbide end mills. You've got to be a wee bit different. And in Ireland we get the opportunity to be a bit different, because these parts are actually getting made. They're not gimmicks. We're not sticking them on the stands. Look at that. You know, these bits are getting made every day in this country, up and down the country, and it's very good for us. This is the third time we've been here, and every year it's got bigger, and we'll come back next year to Ireland. It's been very advantageous for us. Through this LIT and the GTMA, we get to meet new customers, we get to expand on what we're already doing. So, like I say, it's a no-brainer. We'll be back here next year for definite. It's been very good for us.
Well, I'll hopefully join you and see a lot more parts like this on your stand. Thanks very much for going.
Thank you. Cheers.